Hey everybody, it's Glidercat, and you know what time it is. It's time to play. We're back in Voxel Tycoon. Awesome game. I'm unpausing it. Last episode, what did we do? I won't recap everything we did. But the main thing is we got our production of iron parts done. That's these little guys right here. They look kind of like bolts or nuts. We got those into a warehouse here. If I hit the Alt key, it'll display a whole bunch of extra information here. Maybe I'll just leave that up. And we've got an initial line, right? It takes the iron bars and then we stamp those into the iron parts. We set up our first freight station to handle this in a warehouse. Now we got to find a place to route those, and let's do that kind of quick without too much dilly-dallying, and then we'll jump into looking at all these notifications. I'm a little nervous, but we'll just see. We're nervous if there's problems up there that we got to deal with. There's bolts. Not bolts. There's iron parts. They're needed right here. This is blinking. Let's see how much time we've got. 54 days left. We've got an existing freight station. No, that's a bus station. Let's see. Why don't I pause, actually? I'm going to pause the game just because I want to try and get a route set up. Get trucks are going to have to travel from the garage all the way out to the iron producing place. And these are kind of far away. So I just want to hopefully satisfy this need within 53 days. I'm not going to pay $284,000 to save that business because I think another one will pop up if this one does go out of business. We'll just see. In fact, we need to look. Oh, here's a business that needs plates. Maybe we'll hit that next. So we've got some of those sitting in storage. All right, before I get too distracted, I'm pausing because I want to get all that done before this business goes out of business. Let's see what our nearest freight station is. We've got one right here. It looks like it might be within range, but boy, it's already got a lot of traffic. Look at that. It's just out of range. Isn't that a bummer? That is a bummer. We can make use of that one for iron bars or steel bars later, but that's just not going to work for us. Got to put another one down. That's kind of ridiculous, right? It's so close. I click on this business. Okay. Just learned something there. And I think I may have noticed this before, but I'm going to call it out one more time. When we click on a business, right now we're trying to figure out, hey, is there a freight station nearby, or where should I put a freight station so I can deliver these iron parts? If I click on this business and I go to the logistics tab, boom, it becomes pretty darn clear in a hurry that we've already got a freight station that can service this business. All we got to do is deliver some iron parts over here and we will be good to go. I'm pausing because I'm just kind of thinking in my head, does it make sense to have warehouses in the towns? I don't know. Maybe once we get trains. Just curious about that. What that does to the supply. Would that prevent oversupply if we had a warehouse? Not sure. Anyway, let's do what we got to do. We're going to add another route to this freight station to deliver some of those iron parts. So we'll do it with the game pause just to kind of make sure we get enough time. The other thing I was kind of worrying about between episodes, or thinking about, I guess I should say, is I don't know if these garages, I mentioned I placed a bunch of garages because I thought they could only hold 2 vehicles. And that was just me being kind of not too bright, because this was the display when you got 2 vehicles in there. And I'm like, oh, this thing must be full. So it'd be nice if it had a little scroll bar or had like a little extra room to show you got more. But yeah, it just expands as you add more vehicles. I'm not sure how many fit, but you can get more than 2. But the end result is I got these extra garages here, and I hope they're not costing us maintenance. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Okay, I've got 2 trucks here we could potentially make use of. I wonder if they're full of ore. Yeah, this guy's got a bunch of iron bars. Now, I bet like the warehouses, if we change this, it says iron bar locked. But if I come in here and click on this little cog, and I say, not iron bars. Oh, I need a different kind of truck for the iron parts. So these aren't going to be helpful to us. You sure you want to stop configuring the vehicle? Yeah, let's just, or I can't, whoops. Yeah, let's cancel out of that. Shoot, I thought these would do it. They're not gonna. We need a different kind of vehicle. I don't need to clone. I need a brand new vehicle. It's this truck. We haven't used it yet. L10. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. These all say L10. But it must be L10 is the type of truck, and then these are just different configurations of the same kind of main truck. All right, we've got, this guy can carry 7. It's 60 kilometers an hour. Our other option is over here at 5 at 50. So that's kind of a no-brainer, right? This is cheaper, sure, but we need to keep stuff moving. This is 10 kilometers an hour faster, and it carries more. No-brainer. Let's buy one of those. We'll end up cloning a bunch of these too. And let's select it, and let's get a route going. I guess I don't need to worry about, well, that's going to be where we go. I'm trying to think of what windows I can get rid of here. How about we do it like that? Come back up to where that iron, those iron parts are needed. Here we go. We saw it's this freight station here. So let's add stop. Sorry. I'm going to scroll back down here. I want the route to start where we're picking up the resource. Sorry about that. Way over here. Add stop. Boom. Load. Let's do our little extra step that I keep doing until someone tells me it's a horrible idea. I'm going to add an order. Refit. Scroll up. Nope. Like that. And then this is going to be those things, iron parts. We will load them, and we will add a stop. Boy, this is a long trip. This is a long, long trip. This is where I think trains are going to come in handy. We're going to need a lot of trucks, actually. It's going to be I think it may be a challenge, actually, meeting the need before this guy goes out of business. I'm going to put like 6 trucks on this. Bummer. Not crazy about that. Unload, and we're good. That's that route. We'll do a save as iron parts to Summersville North. That's fine. While I'm thinking about it, why don't we rename this freight station to something that's consistent with our normal naming convention here. Let's go to, where is it? There we go. I just had to click on it. That one doesn't have a little gear. Interesting. Anyway, it seems a little inconsistent. All right, we want to name this guy North Beach, or how do we do this? Iron parts. Trying to remember how we name these things. Iron parts. I'm going to look for an example. What do we do? Over here, right? Newport. That's not one. Sorry, guys. Okay. Town, the product, and then S1. So this is still kind of Newport Beach, I guess. So we said town product. This is iron parts supply 1. Boom. Sorry about that. Took a little while to get that figured out, but we got it. And now we just want to clone this. I literally, we're spending some cash. I kind of want to save up to expand, but I'm going with 6 trucks. And then unfortunately, I can't do release all. I should have picked maybe an empty garage. We got plenty of them, but I'll just turn these on one by one. Boom, boom, boom. On your way, fellas and ladies. Go deliver some iron parts. They're not going to go anywhere till I hit play. So off we go. So that's our initial supply of iron parts. Hopefully those trucks will make it in time. I don't have a good sense for how fast the days passed here. I'm not really spending much time looking here at the bottom right of the screen. We got research that's done, but let's look at the notifications first, because that's going to take some time probably to reroute some new product over to the research lab. Let's hope there's no big problems. All right, research is completed. Great. We have a vehicle that's unprofitable. I'm not too worried about that. It could be one that's delivering coal. Oops, that's not the view I wanted. Yeah, it's one of these coal trucks. I think those are going to become profitable. We saw that last time. Verge of bankruptcy, iron parts. Hopefully we're going to supply it. I think that's the one we just set up routes for. Sand, can't do anything about that. Summersville now accepts plates. We're back in here in September now, so I guess these messages just don't... I'm not worried about them. This is a little concerning, but it was back in August. Not going to worry about any of it. Let's go pick our research. Get more products to build, more wood-based products to build. We want to start thinking about trains, so let's jump into the research tree. And I know I've got windows all over the place here. Let's take it from the top. Stone processing. Crusher, gravel, and stone bricks. Can't do it till we get stone. Can't do this one till we get copper. Can't do this one till we get sand. This one, yeah, this is one we talked about. We can just do pretty much at any time. It just takes cash. It does move us along the train thing. So now I'm a little more enthusiastic about doing train stuff. So this is a candidate for us. Heavy diesel engine. Just keep that in mind. Mining, we know we got to do this, right? We have to do this. Once we get stone, we'll by that region, we won't be able to do anything with it until we do mining too. It takes wood beams. That is a better candidate than even the diesel, I think. So right now we're going for mining. Let's keep going down here. That takes stone. We can't do it. Roads take stone. Nope. Coal here. That's a little tempting, but I think I want the mining first. Storage, I don't. Later, I think we can wait on this. Yeah, I'm not itching for more storage, so there'll be a point where we probably will be, but not yet. Copper wire, can't do it. We can just move on. Steel bars, we don't have this set up yet. What does electronics production get us? Oh, check it out. Vacuum tubes, circuits, and electronics assembler. That's going to be later. That's manufacturing 3. Researching... We don't have those circuits. Can't do it. What does this get us? Oh, steel beams. We don't have steel. We're going to have to set this up at some point, but not now. Woodworking. I thought we just did woodworking. What does this get us? Oh, advanced furniture. Fancy and advanced wood frames. Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Not really. I think they could have come up with more creative names than advanced furniture and advanced wood frames, but maybe they will. Can't do it yet. We don't have glass panes. We don't have sand. I think, where did we leave off? Bad memory. I think it was mining. Let's do mining and let's get wood beams routed over to our research lab. And let's do that first, and then we'll go take a look at those bus routes if there's time and allocate those few buses that we have sitting in garages, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and click go. Hopefully you guys agree. The reason I'm doing this, we need stone, I think, to get trains and to get the level up on our trucks. So we can research the roads. We need stone. The prerequisites to getting stone are $3.5 million to go buy that region. And then we'll have access to a stone mine, but we won't be able to get any of that stone out of the ground until we research this mining level 2. So that's kind of the logic behind that button click right there. It's going to take beams. We have them. We just need to set up routes. Let's see what we're currently delivering over to the lab. Pretty sure it was this route, right? Was it this? Iron bars to Newport Beach Annex? May have been it, or was it this stuff? Yikes. Now I'm forgetting what exactly we did. Let's go back to start new research. I want to see. We were doing the wood products, right? Woodworking? Woodworking. Oh, it shows we've already got it researched. I'm kind of curious what that took. What we were delivering. I guess we'll find out. I can't remember. These guys are in the depot. Was it wood planks? Oh, well, no, it was this one. Yeah, it was wood planks. So all these trucks delivering wood planks, all of this stuff. These guys we should probably send back to the depot when they're empty. I think. Right? Wood planks to Newport Beach iron ore. Because we need to drop another warehouse. Bunch of those trucks. Oh, we know. Well, we kind of know what to do, right? We said we could just dump these things out. Let's get these vehicles all into the garages. And then the way to dump the inventory is once they're in the garage, you can just reconfigure them. And just like we do with the warehouses, and anything they're carrying will go bye-bye. So let's pick these if I can and send them to the garage. Guess I'll do these one by one. I don't know. Send a garage. Here's the third one. Send a garage. Here's 172. Send a garage. Maybe we'll see how many will fit in there. 173. Send to the garage. And I'm doing this because I need to empty their inventory of planks if I want to reuse these trucks. Send to garage. Okay, sand went out of business there. That's our notification. I was hoping that wasn't the iron parts. All right, the last one, is that this guy? 175. Send to garage. Okay, we'll see if that garage can take all these vehicles. Kind of part of the test here. Now, iron bars to Newport Beach. We can get rid of that route, actually, right? So we can assign this to individual route because these cars aren't doing anything. And I think this was the last, the previous route that we had for vehicles delivering iron bars over to the research lab. So let's take these vehicles, assign them no route, individual route. And then we can look at the routes and get rid of that thing. Kind of learned this last episode, right? Let's remove the route. Show you how I did that just so you see it one more time. Over explaining, but I think this is useful. So to get rid of a route that's not in use, pick a vehicle, any vehicle, click on select route, scroll through your routes, and you'll find one highlighted here. You'll find all the ones that don't have any vehicles assigned will be indicated right here with 0 vehicles. And there's a few little dots right next to it. Click it. You can either show the vehicles, there's none. I don't know what'll happen when we click that, probably nothing. You can rename the route here conveniently, or I can just remove it. Boom. So that's how that works. We get another route we can remove. It's this guy right here. But these guys are still on that route. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this route. I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to reconfigure that route. First, I got to make sure all these cars don't have any resource on them. These are the iron bar ones. We'll worry about those later. We need to transport beams. Hopefully these cars can do it. Let's see. Can they do beams? I think they can. I hope. We're about to find out. Where do I do it? I got to do it in the garage itself. Here's garage 2. There's all our cars. Look, yeah. Clearly the garages hold more than 7. Let's do it here. Can I reset this guy to, it's got 7 planks. Can I do beams? Yeah, good. Right, and that's what we needed for our research. I'm just gonna hit apply on that. Let me check the research real quick. It needs wood beams. Nice, 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 nice. So we got to go through here and kind of do that to all these guys, unfortunately, or at least the ones that have stuff in them. All these dialogues. Do I need these? I probably don't. I'm gonna hit the delete button just to clear out the GUI because it's a bit of a mess. Boom. We'll go back into the garage and we'll just empty any trucks that have stuff in there. I actually don't need to reconfigure them. I'll show you. Let's get this guy out, make him beams, apply that. And then this one, sorry, we can just do it right from here. Beams, apply. I'm gonna close that and see if it refreshes when I come back in. Okay, all our trucks, none of them are carrying anything. Now some are configured to haul planks. Some are configured to haul beams. We're not gonna worry about it. They're all on the same route. I'm gonna pick any vehicle, pick one, anyone. I'm just gonna change this route. We're gonna get rid of picking up planks. So I'm gonna get rid of this stop, edit the route. We're gonna have to rename it too. You gotta try and remember that. Let's get rid of the first stop. We're not picking up planks. We wanna pick up beams. So I'll click add stop here before that. The stop that's gonna drop it off near the lab. We gotta go find wood beams. We got a couple places we can pick them up. I guess, yeah, for the ones going to the lab, the routes that go to the lab, I don't want to create a special freight station just for routes that are going to the lab. So we're going to repurpose, or we'll double up on one of these stations. Let's pick Haver Wood Beams Supply 2. And we'll do load. And then here is where we're going to do the refit. And that'll take care of making sure these are all kind of configured uniformly. Let's do our little refit. We'll drag that up before the load. Set that to beams, and we're golden. We just need to rename this guy. Boom. Not the wood planks. This is going to be pretty easy. Wood beam. Oh. There is a little thing here, another little glitch. And it's with the naming. If the system assigns the name, then it can be pretty long. If it's you typing it in, you don't get as many characters. So I want this to say wood beams. I'm gonna, let's see, 2 iron ore. It's kind of a little crazy, the name here, but our freight station is named Newport Beach Iron Ore S01 because it's kind of supplying ore too. But I don't have enough characters here. So I'm going to collapse this down a little bit just so I can get the word beams in here. Or bearms. Or bias. That's what I want right there. Boom. And I think I can set these loose and we'll be golden. These guys are all gonna head over to Haver Wood Beams Supply 2. They're gonna be reconfigured to pick up beams. They're gonna load up beams there. They're gonna head over to Newport Beach Iron Ore Supply 1, unload their beams, and the lab is gonna chew those up and do our research for us. So with the click of a button, boom, off they go. And hopefully we'll be on our way to researching mining 2. We won't make use of it right away, but as soon as we expand, we're going to expand to that region up here that's got the stone. Again, $3.5 million bucks. It's going to take some time, a little bit of time. We're getting there. We're slowly climbing there. We were hanging around at 1.5 million for a long time, and now we're about 1 million more. And we need 1 more million to go, and we'll be golden. Now, let's take a quick look at our notifications because we always neglect these. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Our iron part business actually went out of business. Oh, that's a drag. We set up all those routes and everything. What a drag. That's a drag. We got to send those trucks back to the garage, or not like iron ore. Or alternatively, we can try and find a business that needs those iron parts. That's a bit of a letdown, I gotta tell you. I thought we did it in time. I paused the game and everything. But it's not the end of the world. We're gonna get those businesses back, I'm sure. So, boy, that's a bit of a letdown, though, I got to tell you. That's the second time in a row. The first time was with the plates. We do have plates over here. Maybe we can get on that. Let me pause the game. And let's see if we can quickly get all of those vehicles that we just set a route on. Remember, we did like, did I do like 6 or something? Iron parts. All of these vehicles. I can select them here. Let's see. So I'm in the fleet view here from the bottom left. I'm just picking all the ones that say iron parts. It says we actually made money. So how did it go out of business? We just must not have met the need fast enough, right? Looks like we did deliver some and we made a little bit of cash. In fact, they were all profitable. But even with the 6 trucks we sent out there, it was not enough to keep that thing afloat. We didn't build a freight station for it, right? Remember, we were able to use the existing one, the Summersville Northeast. And I think that business was down here somewhere. Bummer. That's a real bummer. We came really close to meeting that need. Oh, that's a little bit of a letdown. Okay, anyway, got the truck selected. Is there a way can I send these all to depot? Check this out. There's a button here in the bottom right. I can take all the vehicles from that route and send them to a depot. And that will hopefully bring down the operating cost. So let's just do that. What a bummer, though. I tell you, that is a little bit of a letdown. And by little bit, I mean a dramatic, devastating letdown. Because we just set that up. But again, we'll get a business that sprouts up that wants that product. Let's take a look at the bus stuff. We talked about doing that. It's either that or get parts over here as fast as we can. So we're not meeting any of the need. It says it's awful. We don't have the warning that it's about to go out of business. Let's jump on this and then get to the buses. How's that sound? I'm going to pause it again. And maybe next time, maybe we pay the money to keep it out of bankruptcy. I think we had the option last time to spend like 280 grand, which it's not cheap, man. It's just throwing away money. But we did have the option to spend some money to keep that business afloat while we got the production line set up. So maybe next time we'll do that. And next time, maybe with these iron plates, if we run into trouble. Let's go ahead and click the business and do our little trick where we click logistics and see if this guy is connected to any freight stations. Unfortunately, it's not. And it's kind of weird, right? It's not even, I guess this side is almost connected to the road. Kind of strange. It's not really our problem though. We could pop a freight station right here. Or, yeah, once you're in town like this, it's hard to do them on the end of a street like I've been doing over by the factories. So we run the risk of blocking traffic. I'm kind of thinking maybe right here. Let's just do this, get it started. We may not finish this time. Okay, we want roads, stations, freight station. It's already selected. I'm thinking boom. It's pretty darn convenient to that business. Nothing else, but it is convenient to that business. I suppose we can explore a couple other places to put it. Going up this hill is not presents a challenge for us. We have a freight station over there already. We could drop it in here if we wanted. That's within range. Let's do it up here. This will get us a little more better prepared for future expansion. It's cheap. Done. Let me hit play. I'm bummed. I'm kind of bummed about those not being able to use those iron parts. Okay, we've got some trucks coming in here. Oh, those are special trucks too. So I can't use those. I was thinking about just now, I was just thinking we could use those to move the plates. I don't think we can. Let's see. Let's pick one. Can it take plates? It does take the plates. Boy, they're all loaded up with gears too. What a bummer. So what we can do, boy. That's a bummer. Well, we can just reassign all these. Matter of fact, we can just change that route. Oh, man. I'm super disappointed. But I got to quit crying in my beer here and just solve this problem. Let's pause. Let's go ahead and click on one of these trucks, change that route. Kind of do the same thing we just did before. Rename the route and change it. So all of these trucks, they're not going to be taking iron parts. I mean, not iron parts, iron plates. We've got a depot set up for that, or a freight station for iron plates. It's right over here, right? It's this guy. So we're going to get rid of this stop. So we'll edit the route and get rid of the stop that we just created. Swap in this one, load, do our little deal where we got to, we're going to have to empty all these this time. It's one step that's going to be a little different because they all have parts that we're going to throw in the trash, which is painful to do. But let's add our order here to make sure they are refit. This time, not to iron parts, but to iron plates. That looks good. And we need a new place. They're going to be delivering them somewhere else, right? Let's, ooh, it's a little crazy. But they're going to deliver to our new station. So we get rid of the destination stop too here. I guess I'm kind of doing this just so we don't have to delete this route. We're just kind of totally reconfiguring the route. This is our unload. We don't need any refit or anything here. It's pretty straightforward. We do need to change the name of the route because it's not so great now. This is going to be iron plates. And again, I'm running into the naming thing. I'm typing, but nothing's showing up. So let's get ourselves some characters back. This is really... Sorry, fat finger. Iron plates. All right, that looks good. With Summers, Summersville, let's see. Do we have any? What do I have left? Summers V. Summers is... Oh, it's Summer Trans. That's good. There's a new route. It's got a new name. It's going to refit the vehicles to iron plates. That's what we want. They're going to go pick them up at our new Iron Plate Supply 1 freight station. They're going to deliver them off at Summersville Transfer. And this business right here is going to be happy and pay us large sums of money. We do have to clear out this Oh, you know what we could do? I wonder if that inventory gets cleared on its own when they hit this refit step. Let's do it for fun. Let's set them all loose without emptying the inventory and see what happens. I could regret this, but we might as well learn early on because it'll save us time later on if this works. There they go. They're on their way. It's going to take a while. Here they go with all their gears. We can follow one. Let's pick a vehicle. We'll click on the follow vehicle icon here in the detail. Hopefully you can see where my mouse is. And then let's speed things up. Oh, is it going to let us follow? Come on. Follow. Boom. All right. Let's go to 3 times speed and hit follow again. Let's see if this guy right here in the middle of the screen, if he ends up getting plates or if he just goes through the freight station and says, I'm full, I can't do anything. Look at that. Perfect. So we just learned something there. Another little tip. You want to reassign a truck from hauling one product to another. You don't have to worry about if that truck's already got cargo before it switches over to that new route. As long as you have your refit step here in your route, I'm mousing over it right now here in this dialogue. And whatever inventory it has will be gotten rid of. Be nice if you got some cash for that, but it doesn't look like you do. So now let's look at this business. We're starting to supply demand. right? It's at awful now, but hopefully this business saves. I'm going to go down to maybe 2 times speed, and we'll wrap up this episode. We're running a little bit long, but hopefully this will kick up from awful. And we'll just save this business and make some money. Look at it, already shows the money we've made off of that business. 28,560. Nice, nice, nice. Cool. All right. We're in good shape there. We saved a business. What do you know? Who would have thunk it? I don't think we're going to be able to do it with the steel beams here. I'm not going to pay. At least not yet. But maybe we take that on next episode. Our next episode, we got to get to the buses, right? I've talked about it for, I think, 2 episodes now. Let's circle back next episode on the buses, see how we're doing with our income, moving people around, and what the satisfaction levels are in each town in terms of moving people, and shore that up and hopefully make some extra cash. Research is underway. I think we're in pretty good shape. Cash is doing well. We're getting close to being able to expand. So that is going to open up a lot of opportunities for us, particularly on the research tree and getting faster vehicles, faster trucks, slightly faster and more capacity, and then trains. So that'll get us down the path to trains. I haven't done trains in a long time, so we're going to make some mistakes, but we'll learn together, or I will learn and you will watch and laugh because you already know how to do it. But that's the way it'll be. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. I really mean it, and I'll catch you in the next episode.